I'm David McBride. I used to be an officer in the Australian Army. I released documents to the ABC which I allege showed cover-ups of war crimes at the highest level. And now I'm on trial for espionage type offences in Australia.
You were a whistleblower, Assange, as a publisher, but do you see parallels between what you're both facing?
I see it's the same thing, and it's the same thing as Bernard Collaery's case. The government doesn't want you to know when they've committed a crime, and they try to say, if the government does it, it's a crime to reveal it. Now, I think that must be wrong. The government is not above the law, and Julian says the same thing, and you can't just make laws, not real laws, to put whistleblowers in jail because what they reveal is embarrassing.
You've been in a legal limbo for years now, haven't you? But a couple of months ago it was confirmed that your case is going to trial later this year.
Jury trial in first of its type in November this year down in Canada.
And this is a case under national security legislation.
And that will be the I think I'll win on the law, and the simple principle that it can never be a crime to expose a crime. But the problem is it'll be heavily governed by national security, and we found in the preliminary hearing the government can say, he can't call any witnesses. That's too secret. And so it'll be a clash of national security and law, secrets and law, and we will see who triumphs. It may mean I'll have to go to jail, and the public, I think, will then say, really? What, did this guy really commit a crime? Or are we overreaching with national security?
How many years are you potentially facing?
It's unlimited.
Unlimited.
Which I have a certain amount of pride about, which could be I could keep my bones in jail.
Yeah. And, I mean, these are federal laws. The Attorney General, the Labor government, could intervene to stop this prosecution. I mean,
I understand that it will be hard because it creates a bad precedent. What happens if we get another Christian Porter who just intervenes every time the Liberal Party plays this judge? But I'm not convinced that they're doing enough. I believe the security services are really pulling the strings. We heard from our spies that even though Dreyfus wanted to drop Bernard Collaery's charges, the security services pushed back on it and said, no, we need to make an example of this guy. So I think that's what will happen in my case.
You spoke strongly at the rally about the role of the Labor government. There's the line that enough is enough. But, I mean, is that in itself enough from Labor?
Well, no, it's not enough. Because you would, and even if they can't get him out, we have American bases on our land. We are about to do them a big favour by joining AUKUS. We're about to spend $368 billion. We have a lot of leverage, and you don't have to say anything, but just to say, those bases leases are up for review in a few years' time. We might not, there's a lot of soft power that can go on to say, we'd like a favour from you in exchange for the favours we're giving you back.
One of the things we raise is that war is incompatible with democracy. I mean, they're carrying out AUKUS because they're preparing for new wars.
I think that's it, and that's why my case is so important. It's not about the last war, it's about the next war. And if we continually lie about what's going on, what's to stop them, and this is what some people have said, they want to put me in jail because they could easily start a war with China with a false flag attack, which they blame on China. Now, plenty of people in the security services will know that's a false flag attack, and they want to warn people, don't speak up about it, and look at McBride.
Yeah, last question. I mean, it was pointed out that there's very substantial support for Assange among ordinary people. Have you seen that, and do you feel that for your own case as well?
One thing that makes me very proud of who I am is I get a lot of letters of support, a lot of beautiful comments saying, you're a hero, keep on doing what you're doing. And that makes it all worthwhile. It may still be a minority of the country, but it's a beautiful, powerful minority, and it makes me very proud.